problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.
Marley's fine. I gotta go back. I gotta go back to work, so I'll be lit a little bit later watching these games. And we do got college football coming on later today. But with that being said, let's get it going. We going up north for some Big Ten action. We talking about Penn State NITTANY Lions taking on the Michigan Wolverines. Top 10 action. Penn State 5-0 on the year, 3-2 against the spread, while the Michigan Wolverines are 6-0 on the year, 3-3 against the spread. This line did open up in favor of Michigan minus 7.5. Then it's gone down to 6.5. Now it's back up to 7. The total opened up at 50.5. Right now that line is sitting at 52, but there are some 51.5. So the line probably dropped while we started shooting this show. Real quick, let me get to these actual factuals real quick, and let's start off with Penn State with my boy James Franklin. The under has hit 12 out of the last 18 games for Penn State. They are 5-0 in the last 5 games, but 2-6 in the last 8 games against Michigan against the spread. 7-13 against the straight up in the last 20 games against Michigan, but 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games whenever they play on the road. Michigan Wolverines, they're 14-6 against the spread in the last 20 games. They only hit 6 out of the last 7 games for the Wolverines. They are 6-0 straight up in the last 6 games, 11-0 in the last 11 games at the crib. The unders also hit 5 out of the last 6 games whenever they playing at the crib against Penn State. So, I mean, it's looking like an under game. But they are also 8-0 straight up in the last 8 games against an opponent from the Big Ten Conference. Injury reports right now, there are a lot of questions right now for Penn State. Smith Gilbert, defensive end, he's questionable. Keandre Lambert-Smith, wide receiver, he's questionable as well. Kiaza Izar, defensive end for Penn State, is questionable. And Jerry Cross, the tight end, is questionable as well. For Michigan, Eric All, tight end, he's questionable for this game. Carson Barnhart, offensive lineman, he's questionable for this game. Trent Jones, offensive lineman, he was injured last game with an ankle injury, so he is questionable. As well as linebacker Hill Green, he's questionable, and Roman Wilson, he's questionable at the wide receiver position as well. Penn State, last time we seen them on October 1st, they won 17-7, so they're coming off a bye week. And Michigan struggled a little bit in the last 2 games, but they did take off in the second half, 31-10 against Indiana. So with that being said, Marley, what's the play on this? You going James Franklin, Jim Harbaugh, or you looking at that under? What's the word?
This is tough. And I'm not a Harbaugh fan, but I made money with Michigan this year, honestly. But I feel like they haven't really been tested yet. Or at least if you want to say the teams that they have been tested, I don't really think much of people do. You can say the Maryland and Iowa games, and Maryland only lost by a touchdown. And I think this Penn State team is better than Maryland. I think they're better than Iowa. Iowa lost by 13, I believe. I like this Penn State team. I like your boy Franklin. I think he's a good coach. Sean Clifford, he's not the best quarterback, but what I do like about him is like he's a leader, and Penn State football team follows him, and he's tough. I've seen that kid get hit, make some throws, come back, get right back up, get hit again. Like I like this Penn State team. And I haven't even talked about the freshman Nicholson yet. Nicholson, is I saying that right? Nicholson? I don't know. Number 10.
It's 3 studs, but
I'm
10
specifically talking about 10 though. Boy, averaging 7.3 yards a carry. I like the points, man. Give me Penn State plus the 7. I'm not sure if they win. I don't know that, but I think they can cover. I think they can go into Penn State. I mean, into Ann Arbor, into Michigan, and they're capable of beating this Wolverine team. However, I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna take the 7. I like the touchdown. I think it's a bit too much when Michigan has stepped up in competition against a Maryland team that got some offensive firepower. They kept it close. Iowa, who can't score, although they did go down by 13, that's more of a problem with their offense versus the fact that Michigan shut them down. And of course, they're going to dominate Indiana. So I like this Penn State team. They went on the road and throttled Auburn, but we know Auburn ain't really shit. So, but give me the 7. All right, coach. Finna come right back in. Something going on. But give me the 7. Yeah, sports gamble. I'm with you. Penn State plus 7 all day. Yeah, I like that too. Tease, what's going down, big dog? What you talking about? Like to show the brother some love. Hell yeah, show us some love. Appreciate that, big Tease. She bad though. She packing that 5. Yeah, she nice. She nice. She got a 5 head. Oh, that's what y'all talking about though. Yeah, that hoe is. I noticed it too. I don't want to talk bad about the hoe bad. So I always see like give her props though.
Yo, who you talking about?
Your girl.
Can you hear me? Mic check.
Yeah, you good? You clear?
You
I like Penn State plus.
Who you talking about?
We talk about your
who
girl.
You talking about?
Say she got a big forehead.
I mean, that's because that style. She got it all slid back, but you know, hey man, hey.
No, that's not why her head is
big.
That's allowing us to see that her head is big.
Oh, I apologize, peoples. Hey, say man, I ain't finna give her no more pub. I'm gonna keep that secret to myself. Hey, listen here. So you like Penn State plus the points?
I like Penn State plus the points, dog.
All right, man. I'm right there with you, man. I like Franklin. I think their defense, the way they play, can be able to make this a very interesting game. They do got some dogs. I think they can spread it out and be a little bit more balanced with their offense and attack them. And we're talking about a 5-year starter. I like Franklin. Now, they don't do good in these big matchups on the road, but I think they can do good enough to cover the 7. So I'm riding with Penn State plus the points. And we appreciate everybody tuning in. I am the coach. That's Marley Bets. We are Brothas N Bets. Be sure to tune in to us next week. We're probably changing a little bit things up. Be sure to catch our cut-ups. Be sure to catch our shorts, too, for some games that we may see that we don't advertise or talk about on these shows.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay.